Welcome back to the channel. This is Trinity Storm and you are watching third part of What If Naruto Changed After Wave Arc. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Now wasting no more time, let's start the story.
Anko was relaxing on the roof of the structure outside Training Grounds 44. She was currently preoccupied with Naruto. Her nerves were frayed because she knew what was lurking in that forest and was terrified that something bad would happen to Naruto. She was so preoccupied with her thoughts that she didn't notice the terrified Chunin approaching her. "Anko-san?" The Chunin asked timidly, hoping to catch the woman's attention. "What?" Anko insisted. "Why, you are necessary somewhere," Chunin stated. "It is extremely important." As Anko leapt in front of him, he added nervously. Anko was becoming enraged. "Well, show me the way." Anko yelled at the terrified Chunin, causing him to flee. Anko was right behind him. It didn't take long for the terrified Chunin to lead Anko to three bodies, each of which lacked a face. Anbu was near the bodies and noticed Anko was pale. "Give this to the Hokage." Anko gave the order before sprinting towards Training Grounds 44 at full speed. As she tried to pick up speed, the wind whistled past her. It didn't take her long to get to and through the training grounds. She was looking everywhere for a specific man. She was forced to dodge a kunai aimed at her head. She swiveled her head to look at her old sensei Orochimaru. "Orochimaru," she snarled. "Well, my little Anko-chan has grown up." With a sadistic smile, Orochimaru said. "Do not address me as such." Before attacking Orochimaru, Anko growled. But he just laughed and deflected all of her blows. "You are aware that I applied the seal to someone." Orochimaru stated the obvious. "Oh God!" Anko exclaimed. "Don't be alarmed, I didn't seal your precious little brother." Orochimaru stated this. "But with the seal and the demon he carries, he'd be unstoppable." He had a strong sense of murderous intent. "Did I strike a nerve?" Orochimaru inquired as he evaded Anko once more. It was simple because her rage had blinded her. Anko dropped to her knees, grasped her neck, and screamed in pain as he made a hand sign. "Now that you've settled down." "Don't worry, I'm not going to seal that weak brat," Orochimaru informed her. "And I don't mind if you mention me to Sarutobi-sensei." Before leaving the crumpled Anko, he added. "Oh, and Konoha is going to burn." Before sinking into the tree, he added. "I must tell the Hokage." Through the pain in her neck, she gasped. Anko struggled to his feet and began to stagger towards the forest's edge. She had reached a large clearing when 5 massive animals surrounded her. "I can't beat them all," Anko thought before collapsing forward. After 2 hours. Anko had been gone for about 2 hours. Her head was resting on a soft, warm pillow. She cuddled up to the pillow, hearing giggling. "How do you like Iruka lap, Kun's Anko-chan?" Kurenai, Anko's best friend, said. Anko's eyes widened as she looked up to see a blushing Iruka. She sat up immediately and couldn't look anyone in the room in the eyes. When she remembered everything, her head snapped back up. "Orochimaru, Hokage-sama, has returned to the village." Anko observed the grandfatherly old man. He gave a nod. "When I saw the bodies, I figured as much," Sarutobi said. "The Chunin exam must be cancelled." Anko burst out laughing. "We won't be able to." Anko opened her mouth as Sarutobi spoke. "If we do that, we will show weakness, which will reduce missions and increase the likelihood of another village attacking us." As Anko clamped her mouth shut, Sarutobi explained. Oh, and Orochimaru mentioned sealing someone. Anko stated. That was Sasuke Uchiha, said Kakashi. Don't worry, I put a seal on it. Kakashi elaborated. You didn't even tell me. Sarutobi insisted. He needs to be removed from the exam, Anko stated. I figured quick actions would be best. Kakashi stated plainly. Can you imagine what that seal does to a human? As she got in Kakashi's face, Anko demanded. When someone is active, no matter how nice they are more likely to kill someone. When activated, the seal destroys the human brain, causing the person to go insane. Anko informed him. The only reason I'm still alive is that I refuse to use the seal. Anko elaborated. I know who Sasuke is, and he'll use his power to get what he wants. Anko yelled angrily at Kakashi.
It makes no difference if you put a seal on it.
All it does is alleviate his pain. It does not silence the voices in your head that urge you to murder someone. Anko elaborated. She felt two strong arms wrap around her. She didn't get the usual, I'm going to kill this person, feeling. Relax, Anko-chan. A male voice she was all too familiar with whispered into her ear. She appeared to relax and sank into the warmth of the hug. I agree with Anko that Sasuke should be removed from the exam. Kurenai explained. I promised Sasuke that if he let me put a seal on him, he would be able to take the exam. Said Kakashi. Kakashi, I'll speak with you after this exam. Said Sarutobi. I'll decide whether or not he continues. As the two walked away, Sarutobi told Kakashi. I believe we will leave as well. Kurenai said, grabbing Asuma's hand and dragging him away. How are you feeling? Iruka inquired. A little distressed. Anko agreed. I apologize for causing you embarrassment. Anko elaborated. Don't even consider it. Iruka said with a smile. Why do you always pursue me? Iruka inquired as Anko blushed slightly. I really like you. Anko mumbled, terrified of being rejected. How come you didn't tell me? Iruka inquired. Rather than rubbing up against me. In front of my students, chase me around the village and threaten every woman I've ever dated. Iruka stated. I was terrified of being rejected by the only guy I first care about. She admitted and immediately covered her mouth with her hands. I didn't intend to tay. Her sentence was cut short when Iruka's lips pressed against hers. She was taken aback by his sudden movement and began to kiss him back after a while. After a while, the two separated. Oh. And if that kiss didn't say it loud enough, Anko Mitarashi, I love you too. Iruka spoke to her as his lips brushed against hers. Anko wrapped her arms around his neck and kissed him once more. When something more like someone came to mind, it was the happiest moment of her life.
Oh my goodness, I completely forgot.
Anko burst out laughing. Is Naruto all right? Anko inquired, concerned. Orochimaru said he didn't seal him, but I don't trust him. She exclaimed. Don't worry, I double-checked Naruto. Hokage-sama stated that the 5-elemental seal is superior to the 8-trigram seal and the dead demon seal. Iruka sighed and told her. Thank you, God. She mumbled, relieved that Naruto was safe. He is still unconscious, but I can take you to him. Iruka spoke as Anko nodded and took his hand in hers as he led her to Naruto's room. When they opened the door, they found a girl with shoulder-length indigo hair and pale skin straddling Naruto and kissing him. His hand was now up the back of her shirt. Iruka looked around at the scene. When the girl moaned his name, Anko's mouth opened wide and her eyes widened. What on earth is going on? Anko yelled, and the two teenagers split up. Both were flushed. Well, she exclaimed. We had been kissing. Naruto squeaked, embarrassed. Well, you're not so little friend says. Anko pointed to the bulge in his pants. Hinata's eyes widened and her blush increased as she looked at Naruto. How will that fit in with me when we do it? Hinata blushed tenfold as she thought. For what are you criticizing us? Naruto inquired. At the very least, I don't perform sexual acts on her in front of children. As Iruka blushed, Naruto added. I recall having to explain what you two had done to Konohamaru. Asumi had no idea how to explain it to him. Naruto elaborated. What did you say to him? Iruka inquired. You and I were wrestling. Naruto stated. Good, Iruka said, sighing. Oh, please don't thank me. I promised his mother that when he was old enough, you would teach him everything there is to know about sex. As Iruka grimaced, Naruto said with a smile. Now I'll leave Hinaheim and I to ours, and I'll stay out of yours. Naruto pointed to Iruka and Anko's intertwined hands. And I'm not going to tell the Who village that you. He paused, pointing to Anko, have a soft side, and you. Have an S&M fetish, Naruto said again, pointing at Iruka. As they both turned red, Naruto said. How can he know? Iruka pondered. You'd be wise not to say anything. Anko was threatening. You don't see or tell anything, and I'm not going to tell the village about it. Naruto said as the two grunted and walked away from the two teenagers. Where were we before? Naruto inquired as he repositioned Hinata on top of him. That was the last thing they saw before shutting the door behind them. My little Naruto-kun is maturing. Anko said as she wiped a fake tear from her eyes. Iruka burst out laughing at this. You know you didn't deny your S&M obsession. As he began to stammer and blush, Anko whispered into his ear. Don't worry, I enjoy it as well. Master. She murmured as she drew him towards the rooms. What did I get myself into? Iruka reflected as she led him into a sparsely furnished room. Master, what do you want me to do? Anko inquired seductively. Hinata and Naruto were currently laying in the bed assigned to him, both nearly naked. Hinata rested her chin on Naruto's chest. They didn't know how they got down to their underwear, but it didn't matter. Naruto-kun, it's almost time for you to get up. Hinata sighed. 5 minutes, Hinaheim. Naruto mumbled sleepily. You wouldn't want someone intruding on us again, would you? Hinata inquired. Fine. As Hinata moved her head away from Naruto's chest, he said. When the door slammed open, she was looking around for her clothes. Naruto. Sakura paused as she saw the two's predicament. She blinked a few times as she noticed the hickeys on Hinata's body before shifting her gaze to Naruto and noticing similar marks on his body. You pervert, Naruto. Naruto was yelled at by Sakura. Hinata dashed under the blankets to hide herself. Sakura, relax, nothing happened. Naruto said as Hinata blushed crimson from flashbacks to the night before. How come she has hickeys on her chest? Sakura yelled. Thank goodness she can't see through the fabrics. Naruto and Hinata brainstormed together. Well, we were kissing. Naruto stated. What would a boyfriend and girlfriend do otherwise? Naruto inquired as he emerged from beneath the blankets and began to dress. I believe you should depart so Hinataheim can dress. Naruto said as he put on his shirt. Naruto heard the door slam shut behind him. Hinata-heim, you are safe. Naruto said as she poked her head out from under the blankets to take a look around. It was all your fault. Hinata has been charged. You had to get a little wild last night. I think you started it because you decided to take a shower with me. Naruto said as he threw her clothes away. While grabbing her clothes and slipping into them, she began to blush from the memories. I just assumed you'd need assistance washing your back. Hinata stood up for herself. Does that include kissing each of my whisker marks as well as my neck? Hinata shrugged as she stood, and Naruto inquired. It could have been for me. Hinata admitted as she watched Naruto put on his cloak without pulling up the hood. If I recall correctly, you did your own touching and kissing. As Naruto shrugged, Hinata said. Can I just say you're irresistible? Naruto's words made the girl blush. Come on, Naruto-kun, we have to hurry before Sakura suspects anything is wrong. Hinata stated. Okay. Naruto observed Hinata repositioning her hair to cover her hickeys. He opened the door to find Sakura on one knee, her ear to the door. You call me a pervert when Hinata and I are talking? As the girl eeped, Naruto inquired. It isn't what it appears to be. Sakura stumbled. Right, Naruto said as he passed her. Please don't spy on me again, or I'll tell Sasuke about your little hideout in his apartment. As her eyes widened, Naruto told her. Naruto-kun, you seem to know a lot about people. Do you have any information about me? Hinata inquired. Of course, but you're my Heim, and I'd never use it on you. Naruto smiled at the girl. She smiled as she wrapped her arms around his torso. What exactly is it? She inquired. Naruto leaned in close to her ear. Can you tell me which one? Naruto murmured. When you practiced using Byakugan's X-ray vision on me, or the consequences of that practice. As the girl's mouth dropped open, her eyes widened, and a blush crept across her face, Naruto whispered. But don't worry, it will never be made public through me. That is a promise. Naruto addressed the blushing girl. Did he see me do that? Hinata pondered. How did she do it? Sakura inquired. She made me a plush doll. Naruto stated. He was also telling the truth. Wow, Sakura exclaimed. You've seen it before, Sakura, remember the sleepovers at Ino's? Hinata inquired. Oh yeah. As the three of them entered the massive arena, Sakura said thoughtfully. Naruto looked around at the gathered genin. Wow, a lot has happened. Naruto pondered. Too many for the finals, he reasoned. We appreciate you joining us, Naruto-kun, said Sarutobi. You were having a rough night last night. As Hinata blushed and hid her face in Naruto's chest, Naruto said. I hope you enjoyed it alone, said Sarutobi. Perhaps I did, maybe I didn't. As Hinata eeped, Naruto said indifferently. Before turning to face the assembled genin, Sarutobi simply shook his head. Because so many genin passed this test, we'll need to hold a preliminary round, said Sarutobi. What? Kiba screamed. That's not fair, were the last two tests not hard enough? Kiba, stop talking. Naruto stated. The preliminaries are necessary because there are too many genin for the finals. Hundreds of VIPs will be watching the finals and having at least. Naruto paused, surveying all of the teams. Fighting 21 people would take a long time, Naruto said calmly. Very well said, Naruto-kun. As Naruto bowed his head, Sarutobi said to him, "So we'll have another match that will cut you in half. Do you mind if I tell you the rest?" A Junin inquired as Sarutobi nodded. "My name is Hayate Gecko. The finals will be proctored by me, and the rules will now be the same for both. A win will result from death, knockout, or if I deem the opponent unable to fight," he stated. "In these matches, anything goes." Naruto extended his hand. "May I speak to Sarutobi Gigi?" Naruto inquired. "It'll only be a second." As the Junin nodded, Naruto said. Naruto jumped up alongside Sarutobi and the other Junin. "Gigi, I have a 5-pronged seal on my stomach that is covering my 8-trigram seal. Could you please remove it?" Naruto inquired. "I'm sorry, Naruto-kun, but I'm not good enough to remove that seal, but I have a friend coming soon who will." Naruto nodded as Sarutobi spoke. "Well, that stinks. My chakra control is back to when I first became a genin." Naruto sighed and jumped back to the floor. "What did you want to give up?" Naruto ignored Kiba's question and went to Hinata's side. "What is it, Naruto-kun?" Hinata inquired. "Oh, Gigi can't get rid of the 5-elemental seal on my stomach." Naruto responded to Hinata. "Excuse me, lover boy, but may I proceed?" Hayate inquired. "All you want to do is keep going so you can see Yuga One-chan." Naruto commented as he noticed the Junin blushing slightly. "Ahem. If anyone wants to leave now, please do so." As Kabuto raised his hand, Hayate spoke up. "I'd like to withdraw because my left ear is deaf and I was beaten up in the last test." Kabuto stated. "Fine." Hayate stated. "On that screen, your names will be displayed, and only myself and the 2 participants will be able to enter." As the screen settled on 2 names, he said, "Sasuke Uchiha and Yoroi Akato, please exit the arena." As Hinata latched onto Naruto, he vanished in a cyclone of wind and reappeared on the stands, Hayate said. "How come you didn't use the Void Shunshin?" Hinata inquired. "That one requires a lot of chakra control, and with that seal on me, I have little to no chakra control." Naruto elaborated. "The elemental Shunshins I've met require less chakra control." "Oh, that's cool," Hinata exclaimed. "I could teach you water Shunshin if you want." Naruto stated. "You've got more than enough chakra control to pull it off." Naruto informed her. "I'd like to have Naruto-kun." Hinata stated. "Let's go watch the game." As the fight began, Naruto said as they turned right. "Wow, Sasuke actually understands taijutsu." As Hinata laughed, Naruto said. Every time the man touched Sasuke, Naruto could feel his chakra dwindle. "So he steals chakra like Shino," thought Naruto. Fireball jutsu in fire style. Sasuke yelled as a massive fireball was launched at Yoroi. Yoroi managed to avoid the majority of the attack, but his left arm and leg were caught in the fireball. Yoroi collapsed to the ground in pain. Hayate approached Yoroi and looked him in the eyes. Yoroi Akato is unable to proceed. The winner is Sasuke Uchiha. As Hayate noticed Sasuke begin to sway, Kakashi easily caught him before he hit the ground. I doubt he expended that much chakra. As he stared at the screen, Hayate reflected. He waited for the genin to be taken away. Come down, Shino Aburame and Zaku Abumi. Hayate observed Shino's effortless landing on the arena floor. With the other kids' broken arms and the Aburame clan's weakness in taijutsu, this should be an interesting match. As he looked at the two, Hayate reflected. Begin. He said this as he watched Zaku take one of his arms from his sling and pointed at Shino, who stood motionless. Shino has triumphed. Naruto said simply as a gust of wind blew at Shino, who disintegrated into bugs. Shino appeared in front of Zaku and kicked him in the back. How do you know that? Hinata inquired. Turn on your Byakugan. Naruto said as she followed his instructions and discovered that Shino had already placed some of his weakest bugs in the tubes on Zaku. I noticed one of his bugs flying over to Zaku. She stood there watching Zaku pull his other arm out. He aimed them both at Shino and launched his attack, but all anyone saw was blood pouring from his arms. Hinata exclaimed, burying her face in Naruto's chest. Ouch, his arms blew up at the elbows. As he rubbed Hinata's back, Naruto said. The winner is Shino Aburame. As the medics left, Zaku and Shino went up to the deck, according to Hayate. You've developed a keen sense of observation, Naruto-san. As Naruto shrugged, Shino spoke up. It was obvious when you won because you had already plugged his other arm up. Naruto smiled at the other boy. Kankuro and Misumi Tsurugu, please. As Naruto watched the two walk down, Hayate said. Begin. Misumi instantly stretched and encircled Kankuro's body, he said. Give up. I have the ability to crack your neck at any time. Misumi exclaimed with a wide grin. I'm not going to lose to you. Kankuro said as everyone heard a loud crack, and the man grinned and let go of Kankuro's body, watching Kankuro stand. Suddenly, skin began to peel away from Kankuro's body, revealing a puppet. Suddenly, the bundled puppet on the puppet's back unraveled, revealing the true Kankuro. The puppet immediately opened its chest and sucked Misumi inside. He has been defeated. Kankuro said as 6 blades emerged. Kankuro is the winner. As he searched for the next participants, Hayate said. Come down, Sakura Haruno and Ino Yamanaka. As the two girls walked down, Hayate said. I'm going to show you how weak you are, forehead, and I'm going to steal Sasuke's love. Ino stated. Pig, go ahead and take him. Sakura stated. I'm sure he'd love to take you on a date if you know any powerful jutsu. As Naruto chuckled at her response, Sakura said. Sakura-chan, may your youth flames burn brightly. When Sakura and Ino heard, Sakura flushed slightly. Naruto had begun to laugh at this point. Who the hell is that forehead? Ino inquired. It's none of your business, pig, Sakura stated. Are you two finished? Hayate inquired, as both girls nodded. Begin. As the two launched at each other and engaged in a taijutsu match, Hayate said. Sakura had Ino beat in a taijutsu fight, as everyone could see. After a minute of fighting, Sakura punched Ino in the stomach, sending her flying backwards. Ino skidded to a halt a short distance away. Sakura was unaware that Ino had completed a quick set of hand signs. Mind-body switch. Ninja art. As the jutsu struck Sakura, Ino's body slipped to the floor. Ino will be out in 3, 2, 1. As Ino coughed up blood and shot up, Naruto said. How did you find out? Hinata inquired. Sakura possesses great mental fortitude. As people listened to him, Naruto said. Oh. Hinata responded as she noticed Sakura performing a series of hand gestures she recognized. You didn't, Naruto. Hinata exclaimed. She said she didn't have it written down. Naruto was equally astounded. Blossoms of cherry. Sakura exclaimed after completing the genjutsu. What exactly is going on? As hundreds of Sakura trees appeared, Ino inquired. It's your loss. As cuts appeared on her body, she heard Sakura whisper into her ear. The genjutsu dissipated quickly, and Ino swayed with numerous cuts covering her body. Sakura was gasping for air as the two collapsed unconscious. Naruto appeared from behind Sakura and grabbed her. Double knockout means that neither participant will continue. As Sakura began to stir, Hayate spoke up. She smiled as she looked up at Naruto. "Did I do well?" Sakura inquired. "That's great, but I think I'm going to get in trouble," Naruto said as the two vanished, and Naruto had her in his arms as he leaned against the wall, just as she passed out again. Naruto looked up to see Anko, Kurenai, Kakashi, and Sarutobi approaching him. Naruto stood up and faced them. "You're in trouble, Naruto," Kakashi said. "As if I care what you think." Naruto turned to face Anko, Kurenai, and Sarutobi. "I know it's bad to teach Sakura the Shadow Clone Jutsu, but I know she has enough chakra control and reserves to make one clone," Naruto stated. "Naruto, she could have died," Kurenai explained. "She's just a genin," she went on to say. "So am I, but I can create hundreds, if not thousands, of clones," Naruto stated plainly. "You are in a different situation," Sarutobi explained. "Is it because I'm a Kyuubi?" Naruto's question was loud enough for Hinata to hear. The four of them looked nervously at Hinata, who was unfazed. "Oh, she's aware of Kyuubi," Naruto elaborated. "That is exactly why," Sarutobi replied. "Well, I can sense how much chakra people have, and I know her chakra control levels, so I knew she could handle just one clone," Naruto defended himself. "Can you detect chakra?" Anko inquired. "It's no surprise I can't beat you up anymore." "May I watch the games?" Naruto inquired. "I'm curious about my competition," Naruto stated. "Fine," said Sarutobi. "But we're not done yet," he added as he walked away. Tenten had fallen onto Temari's fan, her back bending in an almost impossible way, when Naruto turned around. "Damn," Naruto stated. "She employs wind, Naruto-kun," Hinata said as Naruto nodded. "I appreciate it." Shikamaru and Kintsuchi were walking down to the arena when Naruto noticed them. "How many plans do you believe Shikamaru has?" Naruto inquired. "At the very least 100. As they watched Kin throw Senbon at Shikamaru, Hinata said. "Genjutsu practitioner." They watched as Shikamaru's shadow connected with Kin's as Hinata nodded. "Successful shadow possession," Shikamaru said boredly as he made Kin walk behind her to the wall and slam her head into it, causing her to pass out. "Troublesome women," Shikamaru commented. "Shikamaru Nara is the winner." Shikamaru walked back to the stands, and Hayate said. "Come down, Naruto Uzumaki and Kiba Inuzuka," he said. Naruto grinned and jumped to the arena floor. His cloak flowed around him as he fell, and he landed gracefully on the ground. Temari had hearts in her eyes as she looked at Naruto, his cloak settling around his feet as he stood up. "Damn you, fangirl." Hinata's growl was audible to Temari. "What exactly was it?" Temari inquired. I exclaimed, "Damn fangirl." Hinata addressed Temari. "Would you please be quiet, ladies?" Sarutobi stated that he was attempting to avoid the almost unavoidable catfight. "Hokage-sama, yes." Before turning to face the arena, the two said. "Are you two prepared?" Hayate inquired. "I am, but I'm not sure if the Dobi is," Kiba stated. "Like I'm afraid of a mutt and his owner," Naruto stated. Orochimaru is no mutt. Kiba screamed. I wasn't referring to Orochimaru as a mutt. Naruto said calmly, infuriating Kiba. Begin the match, I'm going to kill him. Kiba screamed. Begin. Hinata spoke as Kiba performed a series of hand gestures. This will be over in a flash. Kiba said as he got down on all fours. Four-legged jutsu! Exclaimed the instructor. Kiba exclaimed before vanishing and striking Naruto. They stood there watching as Naruto grabbed each of his hands and slid backwards a few inches. Only one move? Naruto inquired. I noticed you moving. Kiba was barely able to block an attack that sent him sprawling to the ground as Naruto vanished. My speed has also decreased. As Orochimaru tried to help, Naruto vanished again and repeatedly attacked Kiba. Wow, this is so boring, Naruto said, staring at the battered Kiba, who was still standing. I will take Hinata from you. Kiba exclaimed. Wrong thing to say, Kiba. As Kiba threw a soldier pill to Orochimaru, who began to turn red and jumped onto Kiba's back while making a hand sign, Naruto said. Man-beast duplicate. He exclaimed as Orochimaru transformed into a replica of Kiba. Fang dual piercing. Kiba yelled as Orochimaru and Kiba spun towards him. Naruto yawned and flicked his wrist, causing a strong gust of wind to blow Orochimaru and Kiba into the wall, knocking them out. Oops, forgot to bring my chakra control sucks. Naruto said this while sticking out his tongue and bonking his head. Hinata shook her head and chuckled at her boyfriend. The winner is Naruto Uzumaki. As the medics arrived to retrieve Kiba and Orochimaru, Hinata said. Naruto jumped up to the observer's deck, stretching his back. I thought I'd play with him some more. Naruto expressed his disappointment. Oh, Naruto. As Temari glared daggers into Hinata, Hinata said with a smile before hugging him. Hinata turned around to see Temari staring at her and stuck her tongue out at her. Please come down, Hinata and Neji Hyuga. Hinata called as Hinata dragged herself away from Naruto. She leapt to the arena floor and landed gracefully, just like Naruto. She was confronted by her cousin. Good day, Neji ni-san. Hinata said as she noticed him staring at her. Hinata-sama. Neji snarled. You should give up, you're a wimp. Neji stated that she was attempting to exploit her lack of self-confidence. I'm not abandoning Neji ni-san. Hinata explained calmly. You can start the match whenever you want. Hinata stated. Alright, let's get started. As Neji assumed the standard Hyuga gentle fist stance, Hinata spoke. Hinata shifted into a more relaxed Hyuga gentle fist stance. You can't even do the stance right. Neji was rude. Because this isn't the standard gentle fist stance. As Neji attacked Hinata, she said. Hinata was easily dodging and deflecting Neji's blows while delivering her own. Neji used his Byakugan at the start of the fight, while Hinata has yet to use hers. Hinata's Byakugan activated instantly, and her stance lowered as her foot shot out, knocking Neji off balance. Water gently fist style, 64 water palms. Hinata exclaimed as water appeared on her hands as she launched her attacks, shutting down Neji's chakra points and putting water into his joints, effectively locking them up. She felt her power pulse after she finished the attack. Naruto's eyes widened in the stands. Oh my god, it's happening. Naruto exclaimed as Hinata fell to her knees, clutching her head. Please leave Neji incapacitated for a long enough period of time, Naruto thought as he looked at the two. Come on Hinata-chan, Naruto thought as he felt Hinata's head snap back and a massive amount of chakra suddenly release from her. What is going on with her? Kurama yelled. She's used the Tenshi Byakugan. As they watched the chakra form wings on her back, Naruto said. Ah! Hinata screamed as the back of her shirt and coat ripped apart, revealing bones and flesh on her back. Indigo feathers began to form on her back wings. What is going on with her? Kurama insisted. Only someone with a kind heart can activate the Tenshi Byakugan, and we all know Hinata is the nicest person you'll ever meet. Naruto stated. The nicer the person, the more power she will have. As the chakra began to dissipate, Naruto's wings spread out to a total of 6 feet on each side. Her power is now comparable to mine. Naruto spoke up as he noticed Neji getting up. Hinata's wings folded onto her back. How did this happen to me? Hinata reflected as she activated her Byakugan, noting that she had lost her blind spot and the distance she could see had been tripled. She stood up after feeling something on her back. She turned around to see the 2 indigo wings behind her. As Neji attacked, Hinata turned right and instinctively blocked with her wings. She used her wings to knock Neji back and then attacked again. Water gently fist style, 138 water palms. Hinata yelled as she unleashed her attack on the unsuspecting Neji, causing him to fall to the ground with every chakra point closed and every joint filled with water. Hinata was taken aback because she could never perform those attacks in succession without losing a significant amount of chakra. Hayate was taken aback by Hinata's new appearance. He made a shaky motion with his head. The winner is Hinata Hyuga. He said this after noticing Neji's inability to move. Naruto was up on the deck, cheering. She turned and jumped up to the deck with grace. With her now bright violet eyes, she looked at Naruto. Naruto gave her a smile before hugging her. How come you're not stunned? Hinata inquired. I knew you'd use the Tenshi Byakugan. Naruto stated. What exactly is the Tenshi Byakugan? Hinata inquired. It not only advances you Byakugan by changing your lavender eyes to bright violet ones, but it also grants you wings and increases your chakra. Naruto informed her. And you chose not to warn me? Hinata inquired, her hands on her hips. Normally, it is activated when you are 15 or 16. Naruto stated. But I guess you were just being too nice. Naruto informed her. I suppose I am. Hinata said with a smile. How do I appear with wings? She inquired, a little nervously. Even more lovely. Naruto whispered into her ear as he stroked her wings lightly. Thank you very much, Naruto-kun. Hinata responded with a whisper before kissing him and hugging him with her arms and wings. How am I supposed to compete with that? Tamari sighed, returning her attention to the match between her brother and a strange green spandex-wearing boy, and, one guess on who that is. Hee hee. Life's third gate release. Lee yelled, his skin turning bright red. Naruto could hear the tearing of Lee's bones and muscles. He yelled, Reverse Lotus. As he kicked Gaara into the air. Lee will be defeated. Naruto sighed as he gazed at his new friend. The two collided, but Gaara's gourd turned to sand, softening his blow. Lee was barely conscious after bouncing across the arena floor. He looked at Gaara as his face began to sag. A clone of sand? Lee reflected as sand wrapped around his leg and arm. The sand coffin. The icy voice spoke up. It's a sand burial. As Lee screamed in agony, the voice said. Gaara has won because Lee is unable to continue. As the sand began to fly towards Lee, Hayate said, it burst in all directions because Guy had Lee behind him. You are not going to touch Lee. Guy spoke in a risky manner. How come you shield that weakling? Gaara inquired coldly. Because he is to me like a son. Gaara scuffed and walked away, Guy said. As Lee was led away, Naruto looked at him with sadness. Hinata buried her face in Naruto's chest. It's fine. As he rubbed her back, Naruto whispered into her ear. He'll be lucky to walk again. How come he tried to kill Lee-kun? Hinata cried. Because his seal is broken. As Hinata looked up with teary eyes, Naruto said. The Shukaku no Ichibi, and I'm not sure if that's correct, has been sealed into the one-tailed raccoon. Kyubi has told me that she has been cocky since gaining that position. Naruto informed Hinata. Naruto watched the match while soothingly rubbing Hinata's back. He watched as Choji transformed into a massive boulder and rolled around, attempting to crush the sound Shinobi made. He heard Shinobi stop Choji, and a short time later Choji's jutsu vanished, leaving him unconscious. That wasn't spectacular, Naruto thought as Hayate summoned everyone. You choose a number, and we'll decide who fights who. As Hinata and Naruto approached, Hayate spoke up. Naruto reached into the bucket, pulled out a 1, and showed it to Hayate. Hinata sighed in relief as she reached in and pulled out a 4. Everyone went up to get the numbers. Okay. The first match will feature Naruto Uzumaki vs Gaara, the second will feature Sasuke Uchiha vs Hinata Hyuga, the third will feature Shino Aburame vs Kankuro, and the fourth will feature 2 matches. The first match will pit Shikamaru Nara against Temari, and the winner will face Dosu. Hayate said as he showed everyone the matches. You will have a month to either rest or train, whichever you prefer. Before vanishing, Hayate said. So, Hinata-chan, do you want to go on a date before we take the train? Naruto inquired. Of course I'd do it. As the two vanished, Hinata said. Hinata and Naruto had vanished for an entire week following the preliminary rounds. They were about 20 miles outside of Konoha in a clearing. Naruto was explaining the Tenshi Byakugan to Hinata. The Tenshi Byakugan's origins differ from those of the other Kekkei Genkai. Naruto stated. Most are demons, such as the Sharingan in the original Byakugan, but a millennium ago an angel came to Earth and fell in love with a Hyuga. Naruto informed her. How do you know all this, Naruto-kun? Hinata inquired. The moment Kyubi-chan saw you in my memory, she told me you'd activate the Tenshi Byakugan. Naruto informed her. She told me everything about the Tenshi Byakugan, so I'm going to tell you about it. Naruto said with a smile. And where was I? Naruto paused, reflecting on the past. Oh, the angel and the human had a child, and Byakugan had evolved. She had bright-colored eyes instead of the pupilless pale eyes that normal Hyugas have. Naruto stated. But they will remain pupilless, Naruto explained. The Tenshi Byakugan does nothing more than increase the range of the Byakugan. The real difference is the wings on your back, which, with enough practice, should be able to retract back. Naruto informed her. The more times you do the transformation, the less painful it becomes. Naruto informed her. Alright, Hinata said. How do I get them back? Hinata inquired. I'm not sure, Naruto stated. Kyubi-chan never mentioned that part to me. Naruto informed Hinata. However, she did tell me that you can use your wings as a second pair of arms to launch more powerful Hyuga gentle fist attacks. Naruto informed Hinata. I suppose I can do that. Hinata stated. Well, while you work on those attacks, I'm going to see Gigi for a while. Naruto informed Hinata. Alright, Naruto-kun, I'll see you in a minute. She said this as she stood up and stretched slightly. The Hokage office. Naruto made his Hokage debut in his Cyclone Shunshin. Damn, I was planning on leaving the office. As he noticed Sarutobi and another old man with long white hair staring at him, Naruto mumbled. Naruto-kun, you finally revealed yourself. Sarutobi said with a smile. Yeah, you said an old friend of yours could remove the 5 elemental seal from my stomach. Naruto turned to face the other man. Is this him? Naruto inquired. First, we need to know something, Sarutobi explained. Just because you ask doesn't mean I'll know. Naruto informed Sarutobi. Kurenai informed me that you were aware of what happened to Hinata. Naruto nodded as Sarutobi spoke. How? Kyuubi informed me, Naruto explained. The demon? The old man inquired, drawing a glare from Naruto. She isn't a demonic being. Naruto stated. She is the summons queen. Oh, that's new to me. The elderly man stated. Will you now remove the cursed 5 elemental seal? Naruto inquired. Sure, the elderly man stated. Well, I can't kick the crap out of you anymore for spying on my mother. As the 2 old men froze, Naruto said. How did you find out about her? Sarutobi inquired. It's a funny thing about gaining complete control over the creature sealed within you. Naruto stated. You can learn from the previous container. Naruto stated. Can you please remove the seal so I can return to Hinata and train with her? There's a chance you'll face her in the semifinals and you're training with her? Naruto let out a low chuckle as Sarutobi inquired. Hinata knows all of my tricks, and I know all of hers, so what's the point of training separately? Naruto inquired dryly as he lifted his shirt and focused his chakra to create the seal. This may cause some discomfort. I recognize Jiraiya. Naruto said as his chakra clung to the ground. 5 elemental seals are now available. Jiraiya exclaimed, pressing his fingers into Naruto's stomach, causing him to hunch over. That hurt a lot more than I expected. Naruto stood up straight and rubbed his stomach. He examined the seal. This isn't looking good. Naruto muttered. What? Sarutobi inquired. Because Orochimaru isn't a seal master, he performed the 5 elemental seal incorrectly, and the seal is gradually weakening. Naruto said as he showed Jiraiya the seal. The seal has developed cracks. Jiraiya explained. In a few years, I'll have to restore the seal. But nothing will happen for the time being. He informed Sarutobi. Hey, brat, would you like some good training? How do you feel about favoritism? Naruto simply inquired. I'm not fond of it. Jiraiya stated plainly. Alright, then you'll be training with Hinata as well. Naruto said simply, then vanished before he could respond. That's not what I was expecting. Jiraiya explained. They're practically inseparable. When Sarutobi noticed a note on the table, he said. The dreaded paperwork secrets. Sarutobi read the passage aloud. Using Hinata. Naruto reappeared in the clearing, where he saw Hinata attempting to use her wings in her attacks. She's pretty, Naruto thought as he approached Hinata. Good day, Naruto-kun. Hinata stated. Good day, Hinata-heim. Naruto responded. Well, I'll talk to Kyuubi-chan about the Tenshi Byakugan. Naruto smiled at the girl. Alright, Naruto-kun. Hinata observed him sitting cross-legged and closing his eyes. Naruto's mental landscape. He opened his eyes to see the forest he had created in his mind. He noticed a kitsune woman dozing against a tree. Naruto approached her and noticed her nose twitch slightly. When she opened her eyes, she saw Naruto. "Hello Naruto-kun, it's good to see you again," Kyuubi stated. "I know it was strange not to feel your chakra in my system," Naruto stated. "It's just that you're used to my chakra," Kyuubi stated. "So, what happened while I was gone?" "Well, I defeated Kiba and now face Gaara in the finals," Naruto stated. "Hinata used her Tenshi Byakugan powers," Naruto elaborated. "I'll also be training with Jiraiya." "Ero Sennin?" Kyuubi inquired. That's a nice name for him." Naruto thought for a moment. "I know Kushina always called him that," Kyuubi stated. "I'm going to teach you how to summon me so I can train Hinata-chan in the Tenshi Byakugan abilities," she informed him. "Use these hand gestures," she told him while making hand gestures. "Press your palm against the ground after biting your thumb. You will need to use some of my chakra to summon me at first, but you will eventually be able to summon me with your own chakra," Kyuubi informed him. "Alright," Naruto said as he closed his eyes. The real world. When Naruto opened his eyes, he found Hinata snuggled up to him in his mindscape. Naruto blinked several times. "Comfy?" Naruto inquired as Hinata eeked and jumped. She turned to face Naruto, her cheeks flushed. "Of course," she replied. "Well, Kyuubi has requested that I summon her so that she can train you in the Tenshi Byakugan," Naruto stated. "Could you please get off my lap?" Naruto inquired. "I don't want to," Hinata said with a smirk. Naruto smirked and kissed her on the lips, transforming her smile into a kiss. "I suppose I can get up for a second," Hinata spoke as Naruto drew back. "Will this be a recurring theme this month?" Naruto inquired. "Most likely," Hinata replied innocently. "That's fine with me." Naruto smiled as he made the hand gestures and pressed his hands to the ground, causing a puff of smoke to appear. Naruto looked up to see Kyuubi standing in front of the two. "I'd like you to meet Kyuubi-chan, Hinata-heim," Naruto stated. "It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Hinata-chan." Kyuubi bowed to the girl. "Naruto-kun never told me she was so lovely." Hinata pondered. "Good day, Kyuubi-chan." "Well, Hinata-chan, for the next few weeks, I'll be your temporary sensei," Kyuubi informed Hinata. "You may feel like you're going to die, but I've never seen it happen." "Stop frightening her." As Hinata hid behind him, Naruto said simply. "Don't worry, Hinata-chan, we'll just start with simple exercises today," Kyuubi said as she dragged the girl away. "I hope Kyuubi isn't too rough on Hinata tonight." Naruto paused for a moment before shrugging. Naruto had a feeling. "Ero Sennin, you may now exit." When Naruto heard rustling and saw Jiraiya walk out into the clearing, he called out. "Wonderful senses and..." "Don't call me that," Jiraiya screamed. "No way. Not happening," Naruto stated. "Alright, I'm going to teach you a very powerful and destructive ninjutsu," Jiraiya informed Naruto. "I like ninjutsu that are both powerful and destructive." Naruto made Jiraiya sweat drop. "So, what exactly is it?" Naruto inquired. Jiraiya bit his thumb, made some hand gestures, and pressed his hand against the ground. "Summon." As a toad the size of him appeared, he exclaimed. "What is the summoning jutsu?" Naruto inquired. "I call Kitsune," Naruto informed him. Jiraiya blinked a couple of times. "Did you agree to the Kitsune summoning contract?" Jiraiya inquired. Contract summation? Naruto inquired. Do you mean you can summon Kitsune despite not signing the summoning contract? Jiraiya inquired, pulling out a large scroll. You might be able to summon both by signing the Toad summoning scroll. As he unrolled the scroll, Jiraiya added. You only need to sign your name in blood and make this sign in blood. Jiraiya pointed to the signs that the others had made. Was Minato Namikaze also a summoner? Naruto inquired. Of course, I'm referring to him as my apprentice. Jiraiya exclaimed proudly. Cool. Naruto said this while signing his name and making the sign. They stood there watching the blood seep into the scroll. Jiraiya grinned. You are the first person to be able to summon two different summons at the same time. Jiraiya explained. Your training will now begin. Jiraiya explained. Oh boy, Naruto exclaimed. I'd like you to collect your chakra and summon a toad. Jiraiya explained. Okay. Naruto said as he performed the hand signs. Summon. Naruto exclaimed, pressing his hand against the ground. There were two small puffs of smoke. The first was a small orange toad, and the second was a small blue kitsune. Huh, who would summon me? The two asked, looking at each other. The kitsune raised his head to see Naruto. Oh, Naruto-san. The kitsune said this while bowing to Naruto. My name is Kurama no Kitsune. Naruto was informed by Kitsune. Good day, Kurama. Naruto said as he shifted his gaze to the toad. Hello, my name is Gamakichi, and I am the son of the boss, Toad Gamabunta. Kichi stated. I'm the next in line to be boss Toad. I'll be the size of a small house in about 3 years. Kichi stated. Me too. Krona stated. I'll also get my second tail. That's cool, Naruto said. Well, if that's it, I'll need to find Naruto-sama. Krona informed Naruto. Me too, man, Kichi replied. Alright, bye. As the two summons puffed away, Naruto said. Those two seem cool, Naruto observed. You should put more chakra into it, Jiraiya advised. I know, but I want to meet every size toad and kitsune along the way. Naruto stated. I'm not going to summon Gamabunta the first time. Nice thought, Jiraiya said. Summon. Naruto exclaimed, pressing his hand to the ground. Two more larger puffs appeared. The kitsune had 2 tails and was the size of a small cottage, while the toad was gray and the size of a small house. Naruto was the focus of their attention. Who are you? Inquired the toad. You idiot, this is Master Naruto Uzumaki. Kitsune stated. My name is Naruma no Kitsune, Naruto-sama. As she bowed to Naruto, the kitsune said. My name is Gamadoden. Said the toad. Good day, Naruma and Gamadoden. Naruto said this while bowing to the two. Why don't you two tell me a little bit more about yourselves? Naruto inquired. I'm used to doing recon. Naruto was informed by Naruma. I have the unusual ability to shrink from my current size to a smaller size. I haven't mastered it as well as Kyubi-sama, but who will, right? Naruma stated. I am confident that if you train long enough, you will get it. Naruto smiled at the kitsune. I am honored that you think so highly of me, Naruma stated. Quit blushing. Gamadoden made a joke. Most toads my size or larger, like me, are either used for speed or destruction. He informed Naruto. I didn't blush. Naruma yelled angrily. Whatever Naruma-chan says. Gamadoden explained. I despise you, Toten-kun. Narma yelled. How come I have the impression that these two knew each other before this? Jiraiya nodded as Naruto inquired. Perhaps I should sit on you like I used to when we were younger? Gamadodon inquired. If you try it, I'll bite you in the $1 again. I'll give you a scar to match. Narma made a threat. Could you please dispel so I can summon the next pair? Naruto inquired. Of course, Naruto-sama says. Before puffing away, Narma said. Bye, Naruto. Before vanishing, the toad said. That was odd, Naruto observed. Yeah. Jiraiya explained. How did you master chakra control? Oh, once I learned the walking on water technique, I discovered how to bring the chakra I receive from my shadow clones into my body through just one chakra point. It significantly improves my chakra control. Naruto elaborated. On to the next set, and that'll be the end of my day. Naruto informed Jiraiya. I'm surprised you can summon so many at once. Jiraiya informed him. Summon. As two more summons appeared, Naruto exclaimed. A kitsune the size of a medium-sized house and a toad the size of a large house appeared. Why was I summoned? The toad inquired. All I wanted to do was meet the different toads and kitsune. Naruto said, attracting the attention of the two. Oh Naruto-sama! Exclaimed the kitsune. I apologize for not noticing you earlier. Don't even think about it. Naruto stated. Do you think you're the Kyuubi's container? The toad inquired. Show respect, exclaimed the kitsune. My name is Karna. Naruto was bowed by the kitsune. I am the largest one-tailed kitsune, despite having the power of a 3 tails to a low 4 tails, Karna explained. How come? Naruto inquired. I'm just too lazy to try to catch the tails. Said the fox. You sound like one of my friends, Naruto said. My name is Gamatara. Simply put, the toad said. Well, it's good to see you too. Naruto said before collapsing unconscious. It appears he overdid himself. A feminine voice spoke up behind Jiraiya. He quickly turned to see a stunning woman with 9 foxtails and 2 fox ears carrying an unconscious girl on her back. Kyuubi-sama. Karna yelled. You two are free to leave now. Kyuubi gave the order as the two nodded and walked away. Good day, Jiraiya. Kyuubi said this as she grabbed Naruto by the tails. You'll have to explain yourself when we get these two to his apartment. As the 4 vanished in flames, Kyuubi said. They returned to Naruto's apartment. Kyuubi entered Naruto's room and shut the door behind her. You're not going to come in. Kyuubi called out from behind the closed door. She dressed the two in their nightgowns and tucked them into bed. She stepped outside to see Jiraiya attempting to flee. You had better not leave. Kyuubi stated. And no. Jiraiya stumbled. Now tell me where you were when Naruto-kun was a child. Kyuubi inquired, sitting on Naruto's couch. Well, YC, IIW was always O on T the M move and C couldn't T take H him W with M me. Jiraiya stumbled. And what about your lovely teammate Tsunade? Kyuubi inquired. All I know is that she went around gambling. Wella. There are no justifications, Jiraiya. Kyuubi stated. So, Akatsuki, what have you been up to? She inquired. They haven't begun capturing the tailed beasts yet. Jiraiya stated that he was becoming serious. Well, Naruto-kun will face the one-tailed Jinchuriki in the finals. Kyuubi stated. If I can easily repair his seal, Naruto will warn him about Akatsuki. Kyuubi stated. Will Naruto be alright? Jiraiya inquired. The power disparity between Naruto and Gaara is comparable to Shukaku versus an ant. Kyuubi stated. It would take all of the Jinchurikis fighting Naruto at the same time to defeat him. Each tail of the 9-tailed beasts is exponentially more powerful than the one before it. Kyuubi elaborated. Naruto's body can handle up to 3 tails of my pure chakra, but if he goes into true tailed form, he can take on all 9 tails, but there may be minor physical changes. Kyuubi elaborated. Like what? Jiraiya inquired.
9 fox tails and 9 fox ears.
Kyuubi stated plainly. Now leave Naruto-kun and Hinata-chan alone. They need to sleep. Kyuubi said as she stood up and entered the room, changing into a small one-tailed kitsune. If you ever peep on them, I'll take a piece out of your ass. Before leaping onto Naruto's bed and curling up on Hinata's stomach, Kyuubi threatened. Weak no. 2. Naruto and Hinata had been working out extremely hard for the past week. Kyuubi would literally train Hinata into unconsciousness while Naruto summoned various types of kitsune and toads to render him unconscious. Every night, Kyuubi would have to heal Hinata and replenish Naruto's chakra reserves. The 3rd week. Naruto and Hinata's abilities had grown exponentially, and they could now barely make it back to the apartment on their own legs. Naruto had encountered various kitsune and toads with up to 5 tails. Hinata's training had made it easier for her to retract her wings and spawn them. You two will have the next week off from training because you need to rest before the finals, Naruto-kun and Hinata-chan. Kyuubi informed the two. It will allow your body to naturally heal. She went on to say. Alright, Kyuubi-chan. Naruto stated. Hinata-heim and I will be able to go on another date. Naruto stated. That's right, Naruto-kun, and now it's my turn to choose. Hinata stated. Did you choose last time? Naruto inquired as Hinata laughed. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hinata flatly refused. Naruto paused, his gaze suspiciously fixed on the girl. Nowhere expensive, but buying for 4 has depleted my savings. As Hinata tilted her head to the side, Naruto said. I don't eat much, Hinata admitted. It wasn't you who made me spend the most. It was Kyuubi and Ero Sennin. Naruto stated. Kyuubi saying she hasn't eaten in 13 years or something, and Jiraiya saying he doesn't have enough money to buy his alcohol, which I know is nonsense because he wrote Icha Icha. Naruto stated. I recognize Naruto-kun, Hinata said. Oh, you're going out? Jiraiya inquired. I believe I will. Like hell, Ero Sennin, this is a date, which means neither of you can come unless you're dating Kyuubi, and if you do, you have to pay for your date. Naruto said as the two walked away. You're an ungrateful brat. Kyuubi slapped Jiraiya in the back of the head, he said. Well, I'll take the next week off. Kyuubi said as he puffed away. Great, now I'm alone. Jiraiya reflected as he walked away. That brat, like his father, will be great one day. Except for Sasuke and Dosu, everyone was in the arena. People were agitated. Naruto could smell Orochimaru everywhere. Where has he gone? Naruto considered as his gaze darted around. Naruto noticed feathers floating around. Is that genjutsu? Naruto reflected as he became drowsy. Naruto raised an eyebrow and easily released the genjutsu. Naruto turned around to see Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro walk away. So you were correct. When they noticed the sand swirling around Gaara, Hinata said as Naruto nodded. It appears that we will not be holding back. As her wings manifested themselves, Red chakra began to bubble around Naruto, and white chakra shredded Hinata's shirt, and think Sui Feng and Yoruichi when they enter their shunko. Take care, Hinata-heim. Naruto said this as he dropped to all fours and transformed into a massive nine-tailed kitsune. Naruto charged forward, grabbing Gaara, and the two vanished in flames. Many miles away, Naruto could sense something strange going on. I need to get back to the village, Naruto reasoned. Summon me, I have more than enough to wipe the floor with Shukaku's faulty seal or not, he says. Kyuubi said this as he quickly returned to himself. Naruto practiced a few hand gestures. Summon. Naruto yelled as another giant nine-tailed kitsune appeared. Go, Naruto-kun, you have a fight to do in Konoha. Kyuubi stated. I hope Naruto forgives me for not informing him. As Naruto nodded and leapt away, Kyuubi pondered. Do you believe you can defeat me, Shukaku container? Kyuubi inquired. Naruto is involved. Naruto could feel people approaching him from behind. Enemies, Naruto thought before focusing his chakra and disappearing in the void Shunshin. Hinata's blessed jutsu could be seen being fired around Konoha by Naruto. She has a lot of power. Naruto smirked as he repeatedly vanished in the void Shunshin. Glorious art. Angelic wings. Hinata exclaimed as she launched a massive beam of light at Naruto. Art of darkness. Arc of darkness. As the two attacks collided and fought for dominance, Naruto exclaimed quickly. Oh, Hinata-heim. Naruto mumbled as he took in his surroundings. What is going on here? Naruto inquired. We have been attacked by sand and sound. Hinata stated. Feather daggers, blessed art. Hinata exclaimed as she hurled her feathers at two sound shinobi, killing them. They outnumber us by a factor of 12. Blade cyclone wind style. Naruto exclaimed as he launched a cyclone that killed 4 sound shinobi. Kyuubi is currently fighting Gaara. Naruto stated. Where is? Naruto paused as a familiar sensation washed over him. Oh my god. Naruto murmured as he examined the purple cube. Naruto vanished in a flash of lightning. Hinata was close behind him, her wings flapping frantically in an attempt to keep up with Naruto. Naruto and the purple cube landed on the building's roof. Naruto reached out to touch the cube when he was stopped by a hand. Uzumaki-san, this barrier burns anything that touches it. Anbu stated. Then I'm going to crush it. Naruto grew and fur spread across him, he said with a low growl. The nine-tailed fox was back in Konoha, but this time she was blonde. Naruto dropped a large paw onto the cube, only to discover that it could barely withstand the massive weight. This barrier is much stronger than I anticipated. Naruto rumbled as he leapt to his feet. Every shinobi came to a halt as Naruto vanished from view. Suddenly, a blonde sphere fell like a stone and slammed into the barrier, igniting everything. When the barrier was smashed into thousands of pieces, cracks began to form. Before Sarutobi fell too far, Naruto reverted to his original form. How come you used that jutsu, old man? Naruto inquired, his eyes welling up with tears. I needed to protect Leaf Village, Naruto. Sarutobi spoke softly. Naruto's eyes were blood red, he noticed. I have a surprise for you, Kuku Naruto-kun. Before the sound 4 vanished with their master, Orochimaru said. Orochimaru. As red chakra began to boil around Naruto, he roared. Naruto. Be careful. Sarutobi said before collapsing. Naruto had barely rolled out of the way when two figures collided with the ground. Naruto rose to his feet and stood tall. He looked directly at his assailants and saw only long blonde spiky hair and long bright red hair. No, as the red chakra left him, Naruto whispered. Good day, Naruto-kun. According to the woman. I'm sorry we had to meet in this manner. As the two figures stood up, she added. You've come a long way, Naruto-kun. As he stood, the blonde added. Every Konoha shinobi who could see the two figures came to a halt and stared. No. Naruto murmured once more. I don't want to fight him, Kushina-chan. Said the man. Neither do I know Minato-kun. Kushina informed Minato. Blessed art. Thousand feathers. Hinata screamed as she charged at Kushina. Kushina easily blocked the entire attack. In this fight, Naruto-kun, you will not fight alone. Hinata stated that she was landing next to her beloved. Naruto could see Kushina and Minato fighting the control. Who exactly is Naruto-kun? Kushina inquired. This is Hinata-hime, my beloved. Naruto stated. Is this Hitomi daughter? Chan's Minato inquired as he was losing control. We don't have much time left to talk. This is my fight, Hinata, you must stay out of it. Naruto stated. These two were the most powerful shinobi ever. Kushina gasped as he pulled out his katana. Does that look like the Uzumaki katana? Kushina inquired, and Naruto nodded. Well, good luck, my young man. As Minato and Kushina attacked Naruto, Kushina said. He was deflecting the blows. He's already a katana master, Kushina thought as she attacked him with her katana. Dad has yet to use the Hiraishin no Jutsu. Naruto pondered. He must be fighting hard not to use that jutsu. When Naruto noticed something, he thought again. He's not using his tri-pronged kunai, he thought as he slashed through one of Minato's kunai. Naruto shut his eyes. He can't possibly be aware of that jutsu. Kushina reflected as he held out his katana. I'm sure Mom is aware of this jutsu. Naruto stated. The genuine Kaiten. Naruto yelled as he began spinning, slicing Minato's last kunai and severing Kushina's katana. Minato's face was softly smiling. Naruto-kun, you will become as powerful as I. No, you will be stronger than me. Minato stated quietly. I suppose I will. Naruto said, wiping away a few tears. Naruto deflected Minato's attack and blocked Kushina's attack. They're faster than me, Naruto reflected as he continued to defend himself against his parents. As he defended against the two looking for an opening, Naruto was formulating a strategy. At some point, Naruto-kun, you'll have to attack us. Kushina said as she launched her attack. Now, Naruto reasoned. I don't want to kill you, but I have no choice. Before holding his arms out to the sides and feeling Minato's kunai and Kushina's katana pierce his stomach, Naruto said. As he wrapped his arms around the two, Naruto coughed up blood. I adore you both. With blood dripping from his mouth, Naruto stabbed his katana and a kunai into the bases of Minato's and Kushina's heads, slicing the anchor seal in their heads in half. He was overcome with emotion. We adore you, Naruto-kun. Kushina said as she felt her spirit depart. With your life, my son, protect Hinata-chan. As the two fell backwards, Minato said. Naruto still had the kunai and katana in his stomach as he tilted his head back and let out a powerful roar that brought the fighting to a halt. Naruto, Hinata muttered as her stomach dropped. I am going to make you pay for this, Orochimaru. Naruto roared into the sky, his tears streaming down his cheeks. Two arms wrapped around him from behind. I am here for you, Naruto-kun. Hinata whispered into his ear as she examined his stomach wound. "Sleep, Naruto-kun," Hinata said as she placed him on the ground. "Hinata-heim, I'm fine," Naruto stated. "You have 2 kunai and a katana in your stomach, Naruto," Hinata stated flatly. "Worse has happened to me." Naruto said this before quickly throwing his katana behind Hinata and embedding it guard deep into the chest of a sound shinobi. "I can't stop just because I'm hurt," Naruto said as he struggled to his feet. He grabbed his mother's katana's guard and yanked it out, spraying blood everywhere. "You cannot fight, Uzumaki-sama, Hinata-sama," Anbu stated. Naruto was taken aback. "How did you refer to me?" "Uzumaki-sama, it is a law that if there is no living Hokage, the most powerful shinobi will become a sort of temporary Hokage," Naruto was informed by Anbu. "And you just removed Kushina-sama and Minato-sama," he went on to say. "You are now the most powerful shinobi in Konoha. And the Hokage's job is to protect the villagers," Naruto stated. "Even if it means losing my life." Naruto staggered over to his katana and drew it from the sound shinobi. Naruto sheathed his katana and drew the kunai from his stomach. "What do you want us to do with Gaara?" inquired Anbu. "Kyuubi is up against him." When he felt Kyuubi's mental connection open, he said, "Naruto-kun, I couldn't beat him because I lost more chakra than I thought. He's about 5 minutes away," Kyuubi informed him. "I'm going to have to fight him." Naruto spoke as he turned to face the approaching giant form. Naruto clutched his stomach as blood poured from his mouth. "I can't heal you, Naruto-kun, because my chakra is too low," Kyuubi informed him. "Alright," Naruto said, spitting out some blood. "Go to the academy and protect the students, Hinata." Naruto gave the order. 3 Anbu accompany her, he added while nodding. Naruto turned to face Gaara and leapt away, leaving a trail of blood in his wake. "How much blood loss before I pass out?" Naruto inquired. "No more than 10 minutes," Kyuubi told him as he approached Konoha's walls. He came to a halt and removed his cloak and shirt, revealing 3 puncture holes in his stomach. Naruto took out some bandages and quickly wrapped them up, attempting to stop the blood flow. "How about now?" said Naruto. "There's still 10 minutes," Kyuubi told him as he leapt away to put on his cloak. "You're bleeding internally, and the bandages are barely keeping the blood from leaving you," Kyuubi informed him. "No more talking. This connection requires chakra, which I don't have right now," Kyuubi stated as she severed the connection. More blood was coughed up by Naruto. "Shit, she's right," Naruto thought as he approached Gaara. "Oh, Naruto Uzumaki has finally arrived to fight me," Gaara exclaimed before bursting out laughing. "I'll put a stop to you, Gaara," Naruto stated as he gazed at the massive form. He used a series of hand gestures to avoid Gaara's sand attacks. Water Dragon Jutsu. Water Style. Naruto yelled as a massive water dragon flew into the sky. He began making more hand gestures. Lightning Wolfpack. Lightning Style. Naruto yelled as the water dragon splattered water on the giant raccoon, soaking the sand. 40 lightning wolves charged at Gaara's soaked form, electrocuting him and causing him to scream in pain. Naruto extended his arm. Wind Style. Fantastic Cyclone. As a cyclone blasted Gaara's sand away from him, Naruto exclaimed. Naruto was panting heavily. "I'm not sure how much I have left." As he panted, Naruto thought weakly. "Excellent work, Naruto Uzumaki," Gaara said as sand began to swirl around him once more. "I'm practicing possum jutsu," Gaara yelled, slumping forward. I am now free. Shukaku screamed. I can't beat her by myself. As he pressed his palm to his stomach, Naruto reflected. Please work, Naruto thought as he began a series of hand gestures. Jutsu summoning. Naruto screamed as a massive puff of smoke appeared. Shit. That took up most of my remaining chakra, Naruto thought as the bleeding became more intense. He had been using his chakra to control the bleeding. Naruto clutched his stomach in agony. Looks like I'll be eating frog legs for lunch. Shukaku yelled. Boy, you sure know how to pick your foes. Come on, Shukaku? Gamabunta inquired. Stuff happens. Naruto stated. Gamabunta raised his eyes to Naruto. Can you tell me what happened to you? He inquired before dodging Shukaku's air attack. I had to fight. My mother. And father. Naruto said this while coughing up blood. To get rid of the Shukaku, I need to wake the Jinchuriki. Naruto added hesitantly. Can you keep her still? He inquired. As you may have noticed, I lack fangs and claws and am inept at transformation jutsu. Gamabunta said this before spitting out water balls and hitting the air balls. One ball of air got past the water balls and slammed into Gamabunta, causing him to fall backwards. A few more of those and I'll be in big trouble. Gamabunta stated this. Here we go, brat. He exclaimed as he accelerated towards Gaara. I have no idea what to do. Naruto yelled as he focused on a form. Gamabunta appeared out of nowhere, latching onto Shukaku with his newly acquired teeth and claws. Do it right now. Gamabunta yelled. Naruto jumped off Gamabunta's head as the jutsu disintegrated and was in front of Gaara when he was caught by the sand. This will not stop me. Naruto slammed his head into Gaara's head, startling him awake. As Gaara awoke, Gamabunta leapt away from the stalking form. He drew his massive katana and charged at Gaara, slashing at the beast's form with his sword and barely cutting through it. His katana had slipped from his grasp. Naruto, I'm out of chakra, Gamabunta said as he watched the sand form crumble. Gamabunta suddenly puffed away, leaving his katana behind. Gaara and Naruto were facing each other from opposite tree branches. The two were exhaling heavily. This is my final assault. As Naruto noticed Gaara twitch, the two charged at each other. Gaara's fist landed on Naruto's stomach, while Naruto's fist landed on Gaara's chin, breaking his jaw. They began to fall to the ground. Naruto collided with a few branches on the way down, slowing his descent but also breaking his legs and arm. Naruto fell to the ground, his ribs breaking. Naruto turned around to see Gaara lying on his back. I've got to knock him out. Naruto thought weakly as he tried to move but could only move his neck. Naruto dug his chin into the ground and drew himself closer to Gaara. Why do you try so hard? Gaara inquired. Because I have people I care about to protect. As images of people began to flash through Naruto's mind, he said. I know your feelings, Gaara. Loneliness, anger, sorrow. But, unlike you, I found people to love. Naruto said as he approached him. Love, Temari and Kankuro landed next to Gaara, making it difficult for him to escape. Gaara. Temari yelled. Temari assisted Gaara in getting up. Temari, do you love me? Gaara struggled to get out. Of course I do, Gaara. You are my dear little brother. Temari stated. What happened to Gaara, Naruto-kun? Temari reflected as she watched Gaara collapse. She turned to see Naruto had also passed out. Two Anbu landed nearby and lifted Naruto up. You two show me how to get him to the hospital. Temari and Kankuro were ordered by Anbu. We'll bring Uzumaki-sama. As they leapt away, the Anbu said.
So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more awesome stories like this. Thank you. See you all in my next video.